Why would you rather the weekend? Well, you work at the weekend, that's why. Right. Managed to manoeuvre in there,
Eh?
I said you managed to manoeuvre
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
I was going to think, yeah. I didn't know this was the actual address. I've been there once before, I've seen you before.
Yeah.
But then I was kind of like, you kind of think, oh, what's a park? And I thought it was like a park further up.
Yeah, it's a dead end bit on the end of it. Yeah, so.
Right.
Go and sit down, you.
No, big dog.
Oi, go and sit down.
What's your son's name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Is that?
Yeah, Isaiah, come in. It's going to be long on a school day. He works the weekend, so.
Oh, you're alright.
Yeah.
How's things?
Alright.
Alright. Good. Isaiah, is it?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth, young man?
17th, the 4th, 97.
Okay. Have you got, what have you got to tell me then, young man? Let's have a chat about this.
What do you want to know?
Well, I want to know why I've been called here.
From my one of the teachers at my school pushing me and
Okay. Which teacher is that?
Mr. Buxton.
He's your teacher, not a teaching assistant.
Yeah, teaching assistant.
Okay. And what lesson is this in what?
History.
Remember which one it was? Which lesson?
Pardon?
When it happened?
It was at the end of lunch, start of period. It would be period 4.
Okay, and what day was
I don't know.
We've been before the last half term, so it took about maybe 6 weeks ago. Yeah, it must have been about 6 weeks ago.
it? Okay. Just tell me what happened then.
I was walking to my lesson, and then basically I put my foot in front of this teacher's trolley, and then I walked to my lesson, and then when I got to my lesson I sat down, and then he came storming in, shouting at me, and then he was getting really aggressive, and I got up and walked to the door, and he like squared up to me and got in my face, and then that was the point when I was grabbed and poked in the chest by him. And then we walked back to see Miss Waitman, and he was being quite abusive and shouting in my face still.
Okay, so sorry, you're walking to a lesson, you put your foot in front of a teacher's trolley.
Yeah.
What's that about? Well, I don't understand what that means. Why did you do that?
I don't know.
That's not the issue.
Sorry?
That's not the issue.
I'll decide what's an issue or
No,
not.
but okay, you can decide what you want,
Right,
but that's
well,
not an issue.
Well, no, I want to. Excuse me. Okay, that is an issue because I need to understand what happened and why it happened. Which teacher
There is
was
nothing that justifies anybody.
Oh, excuse me, I'm not saying about justification or anything. That's not my job to justify. My job
That's
is to
exactly what you
investigate.
just said.
No, I want to know who the teacher was. I need to understand
Miss Waitman.
about the. Was it Miss Waitman who was the trolley?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Waitman. And what is she to you? What does she teach you?
She was a teacher.
Okay. So there's no reason to do that. You just did it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. And then you went into. Then you went into your lesson, which I
Yeah.
take it was history. Yeah. And who's your actual teacher?
Miss Dodd.
Miss Dodd. Okay. And was she in there?
Yeah.
And I take it the rest of the class were in there as well?
Yeah,
And how many people are in your class?
I'm not sure. But people wrote statements saying they saw it as well.
Okay. When you say that, so this is being dealt with by the school as well?
Yeah, but nothing happened about it.
Okay. And what was the outcome from the school?
Me getting excluded. That's it.
Okay. So, you're saying that Mr. Buxton came into the room.
Yeah.
Were you sat down, or
Yeah, I was sat
where
down.
were you then?
I was sat down at the front.
And what was he shouting at you?
Pardon?
What was he shouting at you? What was the sort of the content?
He was just getting aggressive in my face. I can't really remember because it was quite a few weeks ago.
But when you say he was getting aggressive in your face, so explain to me what you mean.
He said it was like, you just injured a member of staff, and he just kept going on about it. And then he was saying, I really can't
Okay, but so basically he was saying, oh, you've injured a member of staff, he was just banging on at you.
remember. Yeah.
Okay, well, give him anything else he was saying? Okay, and then what happened?
I wrote some things in my school statement as well, what he was saying.
Okay. So what else, what
Then
happened?
we walked down there and then spoke to Miss, and then I went to client services.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, but you said, in the meantime, you said he's poked you and things. Where did that happen? Did you
That
get up and
happened
leave?
just outside the room.
And did you get up and leave, or?
That's when I was getting up to leave. He got in my face and then grabbed me and poked me.
And that was outside?
It was just like in the doorway of the lesson.
Were you asked to leave the class?
He told me to.
He told you to leave the class?
Yeah.
And what were you saying at this point?
I didn't say nothing. That's when I got up and then walked to the door.
And was he in front or behind you?
In front of me.
So you got up to leave and he walked out in front of you, did
Pardon?
he? He walked out in front of
He
you.
said to the school that he thought I was coming at him aggressively, but I wasn't.
Okay.
I just got up and walked towards him like he asked me to. And then,
So where was he stood when he asked you to get up and leave?
like in the doorway, in the doorway.
So he was stood facing you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what happened then? So as you walked towards him, what actually happened? Exactly.
And then, I don't remember. I walked towards him, and then he would kind of walk towards me, and that's when he grabbed my shoulder and pushed me in the chest.
So he just grabbed your shoulder?
Yeah. And then I said, "Don't touch me."
So but for no reason he grabbed you?
Yeah.
So you weren't aggressive in any way or anything like that? Okay. Alright. So no aggression was shown for you at all? And what was he saying when he was doing this?
What? I can't remember. You're talking about something what happened 6 weeks ago. How am I meant to remember? I wrote it down what happened at school.
Well, I'm sorry, I've just received this today. I don't know. When was this reported?
Reported about 3 weeks ago. And it wasn't...
31st of the 5th, this was reported?
No, the complaint might have come through to you on the 31st.
Oh, okay.
Because at the end of the day it was reported, nothing happened, and I had to go through the complaints, police, separate complaints commission, whatever they are, and then it came back to you to be investigated.
Okay, alright. Alright, no, I'm not aware of that. Okay. So you've already made a statement with everything that was said there? That's it, I can access that then, hopefully. Alright, okay. Any other witnesses to the assault?
Yeah, there,
Well, I suppose everybody, because you were in the doorway.
there was a statement saying they saw that he poked me in the chest, but nothing actually happened, even with the statements.
What about your teacher, Miss Dodd? What did she do about it?
Nothing. I just went with him and then went back to my lesson later on.
So, just, I mean, for my benefit, really, for whatever reason, the reason is you put your foot in front of a trolley, whatever. I mean, what are these trolleys? Do they carry books and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Due to that, you've then sat in your classroom. This teacher's come into the classroom, stood at the door, and it has basically told you need to leave the classroom. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got up to leave. You've walked towards him. He's walked towards you. So you're now in the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the classroom as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and for no reason whatsoever, he's grabbed you and poked you in the chest.
Yeah.
And you can't remember what he said.
No.
Okay. Right. And then, where was Miss Dodd when all this was happening?
She was sitting down up near the computer.
Is that at the front of the classroom?
Yeah.
Did she say anything at all during the whole?
I don't know.
And where did you go with?
To see that teacher, apparently injured.
Okay. And what was that teacher's name?
Miss Wakeman.
Miss Wakeman. Okay. And what did you do when you saw her?
I just had to speak to her and then go down to polite services.
Okay. What did you speak to her about?
She told me to come to her next day at lunch and say sorry.
Was she in a class or something?
She left her class.
Oh. Okay. No worries. Then you went to client services.
Yeah.
Okay. And who took you to client services?
Mr. Buxton.
Mr. Buxton took you. Was there anything else that happened between you and Mr. Buxton?
Not after that.
Okay. No verbals, nothing at all? Didn't speak to each other?
Mm.
No. Alright. Okay. Sorry, so you said the outcome of this was you were excluded from school, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they said they're excluding me, not for doing it, but for lying, apparently. Because at first I said I didn't put my foot under the trolley, and that's why he said he's excluding me, for lying.
And who was that then?
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams. So, you know when you said that this is your lie, who had you lied to? Was that?
I wrote in my first statement that I didn't do it.
Right. Were you with anybody when you did it?
Pardon?
When you put your foot in front of the thing?
There was quite a few people out because we were going to lessons. So.
Okay. And that's so for coming from lunch, so you're finishing
Yeah,
your lunch.
end of tutorial and then
Okay, right.
going to that lesson.
Alright. Okay. What outcome do you want? What do you want to come from this?
Well, the
Please.
school should have took the right matters to hand, shouldn't they? Because they always treat me differently compared to other people.
Why is that?
I don't know, whenever I do something, like say to someone else do something, it's always more extreme when I do it.
Okay. So, I mean, this is to do with you, alright? You're the one that's making the complaint,
Yeah.
alright? So what outcome would you like to come? I mean, I'm not interested in the school, I've got to be honest, but in Mr. Buxton, what's your, what?
Well, obviously the school should take the appropriate actions, what they should have took anyway, I think.
Okay. The CCTV in that classroom, do you know?
Not in the
I don't
classrooms, I don't think so, I'm not sure.
Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the school tomorrow. I'll speak to the head. I'll find out, because obviously I need to look at these statements and I need to do some inquiries. I'll need to speak to the kids who've seen it and the teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, the decision will be made. What I'll most probably do is come back tomorrow and get a statement from you after I've spoken to them. That's okay with you? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've got your home number, Mr. Have you got a mobile number or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I don't know it though.
I
The
don't-
school have the statement that I originally gave.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, but I mean, if we're going to, well, I'm not saying we are going to. If we're going to instigate a police inquiry, we'll take what we call a witness statement, section or witness statement from yourself. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to speak to my boss as well with regard to this, because I understand a lot of things that happen in school stay in school, as in they have their own discipline code and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, ultimately, if there's people that say they saw what happened, because there's lots of witnesses,
Yeah.
you know, and there was no, you know, for whatever reason, because you're saying you didn't instigate it at all, you know, we'll have to see.
Well, Mr. Williams,
That statement you just made, that what happens in school stays in school.
That's my understanding of
Right, so if somebody's assaulted in school, then are you saying that's not your concern?
I'm not saying that at all. I don't think you need to point at me.
I jest with my hands, I'm a lecturer, so when I talk I jest with my hands. If you're taking that as pointing, then
What I'm
I think
saying
you're
to you
looking
is
for confrontation.
this is what I'm saying to you. No, I'm not looking for confrontation. What I'm saying to you is this, that this has happened at school, okay? It looks like it's been investigated within the school. It looks like you're not happy with the outcome, so you're now using the police, you believe, as another method of getting back at the school.
It's not a question of getting back at the school. My son was assaulted in school.
Well, so your
Just
son
because-
says.
Just because it was
So
assault
your
in the
son
school,
says-
it's still an
So
assault.
your son says, so I'll investigate that.
It's not just my son, the school has actually said that he was assaulted.
Well, I need to go and ask them, don't I?
Oh, thank you,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I need to do.
thank you.
And I will then come back and get that statement. That's the whole point. That's why we investigate. I'm not judging, I'll just investigate. I'll listen to what your son said. Okay, I need to now go and speak to the school. If all these statements are available, which they should be, that'll assist me in my inquiry, won't it? And then we can look at what we're going to do next. Ultimately, it's your son's decision what he wants to do.
Do you think he lives, why is it ultimately his decision? Because he doesn't live by himself. Because he doesn't go to school by himself, he doesn't raise himself.
Well, it's happened to him, so...
When it happened to him, he was 15, so ultimately it was my decision.
Your
Okay?
decision to what?
My decision to follow it up.
Okay, that's fine.
Because a 15-year-old
You're
being
not-
assaulted by an
you're not the
adult
one-
is not,
You're not the one that has to stand in court, are you?
regardless of whether I have to stand in
So
court
it
or
is
not.
his decision.
It's at the time he was assaulted, he was 15, so it was my decision to
It's
pursue it.
his decision now to do what he wants to do.
Okay, he's given you his answer, hasn't
Well, I'm going to go and do
he?
it.
Is there anything else we can help you with?
I don't think so, not tonight.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no worries. I'll be contacting you tomorrow. Oh, your mobile number, sorry, did you?
No, no, if you want to contact him, you can contact him here. You don't need his mobile number.
Okay, that's fine. Don't have a problem with that. You have a good day. Okay.